Welcome to the IVM Podcast Network. Hi, this is Amit Doshi, and I wanted to thank each and every one of our listeners. It's been 2 years since I founded IVM, and it's been an amazing 2 years. We wanted to learn a little bit more about who is listening to our shows, and so we put together a short survey. The survey is anonymous, and we aren't going to be collecting any personal information. I would really appreciate it if you could take a couple of minutes out of your day and go to ivmpodcast.com/survey and fill it out. Thanks, and please keep listening.
You're listening to TFG Football.
Hello guys, welcome to a new episode of TFG Football Podcast. My name is Nikhil, and today in this podcast we'll discuss about few things. It's an off day for Indian football. Zyada kuch ho nahi raha hai, so we'll talk about.
What do you mean?
No. Okay. I got it. Okay, there is a major story that is coming out of Kolkata. Okay, we'll talk about it, and you can hear the evil laugh of Chiranjit Oja when I speak about Kolkata. Then we'll move on to the I-League fixtures. The full and final fixtures are out. And finally, we move on to Kevin had an opportunity to talk to Arnab Mondal, our NT defender and East Bengal legend. Legend? Yeah, almost a legend.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's start with this 80K story. Oja, you want to take this up?
So in Anand Bazar Patrika today has confirmed something that I have been talking about for a while. You know, going into this year, we were still talking about whether merger is going to happen this year or not. Of course, it's not a merger in the end. It's going to be the three big clubs from I-League coming into this new, unified
ISL,
league
yeah.
that will have the ISL name, right? But it won't be like the private tournament. It will be a proper league and form the new top division.
Yeah.
So I think I mentioned this if you go back to one of those old episodes on Sawan when we were. So mentioned that, it's not going to happen now, let the I-League roll over. Towards the end of the I-League, we will start hearing positive news. Okay. Things that were, suddenly things are moving and picking up pace and the negotiations are happening. And by June, we will have a full picture.
Okay.
So today is March 16th. And Anand Bazar Patrika, that Bengali newspaper, has put out a story where they have talked to the Atletico de Kolkata owner, Sanjeev Goenka, and suddenly he has changed his tone. Okay. He's freaking, just even a couple of months ago, he was talking about, we will have only one
club
team from Kolkata in ISL. If East Bengal and Mohun Bagan want to come to ISL, they can play from somewhere else and all that stuff. So basically, he was just being kebab mein haddi in the whole process of the merger, right?
Yeah.
So here's the thing. I'll give you some information that has not been out there in public domain for a while. I mean, I don't think it has been out there at all. I got to see parts of a franchisee contract document a couple of months ago.
Okay,
and I think I can now say this, that the biggest problem of getting East Bengal and Mohun Bagan into the ISL was this one clause that granted a 50-kilometer radius exclusivity to all the franchises. If let's say this guy, Atletico de Kolkata comes and, they set up shop in the Salt Lake Stadium. So they will put a compass on it and freaking draw a 50-kilometer radius circle around that stadium. And anywhere within that 50-kilometer radius circle, no other team can be there.
Okay. So this is basically the one city, one club clause.
Yes. That's basically the technical term of one city, one club.
Okay.
Okay. So we were all, all the speculations we were doing that, maybe under different municipality you can circumvent that rule. It was not possible. It was pretty ironclad. Okay. So I was doing the calculations, the only proper stadium in West Bengal outside that radius would be Kalyani and Siliguri.
Okay.
And nobody wants to play out of Siliguri. Maybe East Bengal would survive out of Siliguri, but it's nowhere near Kolkata. They'll lose their fan. They will be away from their core fan base. And Kalyani Stadium doesn't have floodlights, doesn't have proper galleries. It's a mess, and it's like a empty border town. Everybody will have to travel for 2 hours just to get there.
Okay.
So it was nearly impossible. And had Atletico de Kolkata not budged, the whole process could have been stalled. Okay, there was no way getting around it. ATK basically had a veto power. This clause gave this to them. Okay, and I don't know what kind of sweeteners the ISL people had to give. Apparently, Sundar Raman, the CEO, has been very active in this, trying to get the process through. But it seems finally they are becoming sympathetic to it. So I'll quote Sanjeev
or rather
Goenka
falling
here.
in line.
Falling in line.
Yeah.
But still, you have to give them credit.
Yeah.
They had immense power in this process. And now that they're saying, they're softening their stance, I have to call them that, he's being the bigger man. He's opening up to Indian football. This is like, you cannot, for any reason, minimize the credit he deserves for doing this.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
True.
So, this is what he has said to Anand Bazar Patrika. East Bengal and Mohun Bagan have a huge history. They've got hundreds and thousands of supporters. When I was a child, I used to go with my father to watch their games. I have no problem with them. I am not standing in their way. Okay. He has also come out and said that I want more teams in ISL, and I want the value of the players, the price of the players to go down, especially the foreign players, because we are spending too much behind foreign players. So basically what he's saying in that statement, he's supporting three things.
Indian players.
He's supporting the merger, which is good. He wants the number of foreign players to go down in ISL, which is another good thing. But there is a bad thing in there as well. He wants all players to be cheaper, which means he's supporting the draft system.
Okay.
That is something, it's not something to be agreed with if you are like a football fan who wants players to do well, or if you are a player as well. But it is what it is. ISL teams wanted the draft system to come back. That's why they are, trying to bring it back. And, despite players not being happy with it. But this is a huge development in the sense that, okay, now Atletico de Kolkata does not stand in the way of getting East Bengal and Mohun Bagan in. And I think it's coming from the fact that finally they're realizing that they have managed to tap into this middle class, non-football loving and non-Bengali crowd that's there in Kolkata, who were excluded from the East Bengal and Mohun Bagan circles.
Yeah.
Okay, they were not taken into that. And seriously, even if you say like, there are hundreds and thousands of supporters in Kolkata for either club who will support them, whether they go to the stadium or not. The Kolkata has like a population of nearly like 1.5 crores.
Yeah.
There are a huge number of people who don't fall into either of the groups.
Yes.
So ATK can easily reach out to them having Saurav Ganguly on their side.
Yeah, totally. And there's nothing wrong in it.
Nothing wrong in it.
Yeah.
I have always said, just open it up. There is nothing against ATK. Just be there. Play in the same field. Serve our own. That's how it should be. And if you can stand on your own, who has the right to tell you that you can't be there? ATK should just be on their own rights. And not depend on East Bengal and Mohun Bagan fans' second-hand support.
True.
So, great thing. It's a gutsy step that they're taking.
But does it mean, Oja, but does it mean that ISL might open up the one city, one club rule?
No, it does not. It does. For now, I don't think they will, relax the rules from other parts of the country because they don't need to.
Yeah.
Okay, because everywhere else the situation is pretty okay. Bengaluru FC are coming in without any opposition because I don't know if Ozone FC was a Trojan horse slanted by eyes or whatever it was. But they are in no position to. Yeah.
It didn't work.
Yes, it didn't work. They're in no position to say anything. They bungled a lot of things. They bungled the Bangalore football stadium. They bungled up the under 16, under 18 league, and got caught in age fudging scandals and everything. So it's a total disaster. Either way, it looks like all the problems have fallen away, and apparently Anand Bazar Patrika reached out to East Bengal and Mohun Bagan officials. And they have acknowledged that they are in direct talks with Sundar Raman.
Okay.
And the negotiations have picked up pace over the last few weeks.
Right.
So, and they have confirmed that some documents have been sent around for, discussion. So now that means they're ironing out terms already. Principles have already been agreed upon. So, I don't know. I'm just being a bit of a conspiracy theorist here. I don't know how much Aizawl FC's rise has had to do with this. Suddenly it's like if Aizawl FC coming up and them winning the league may later create more complications in the whole merger process or whatever. And suddenly they're talking, okay, get these other clubs on board so that you have less complications going on, into the whole thing. Yeah, but I think I still think if Aizawl FC win the league, they will still have to get them in because you cannot have a national league without the national champions. Yeah. But we don't know if Aizawl FC will win the league. I still have major doubts. Because Bengaluru FC have suddenly returned to form. Yeah. So we'll see how that plays out.
But Oja, I want to ask you one thing. Yeah. You spoke about the 50-kilometer radius. Okay, does it solve the problem of Northeast region? Because you have Northeast United.
Obviously.
And then you have Shillong, then you have Aizawl.
Yeah. See, I am not exactly sure how far the Jawaharlal Nehru Stadium is from the Indira Gandhi Stadium, but it's probably just bit more than 50 kilometers because it takes about 2 hours from Guwahati to reach Shillong by road. Yeah. That's from the Guwahati railway station I'm talking about. I think the actual stadium is another 15 kilometers from there. So I think it's safe to say that Shillong is more than 50 kilometers away from that stadium.
Okay.
And Aizawl is pretty far away. Okay, it's way far away. It's on another part of the country altogether. So there is no problem with either Shillong Lajong or Aizawl FC to jump in if they can shell out the money. So we'll see how that happens. I don't think Shillong has any chance of doing that at this point, but the door is still open for Aizawl FC. They'll have to prove their point on the pitch and maybe reel in a big sponsor.
So
but we'll see how that plays out.
Either way, Mumbai FC is gonna get the axe.
See, that's the thing. This is a death knell for Mumbai FC as long as unless this is basically saying they have to prepare for surviving for 10 years on the lower divisions. Okay, and that's the question. Do they have that plan? Or are they just going to sell off to Mumbai City? As a cheap League 2 club, has the club license. So either they, this is what Mumbai FC fans should ask for towards their management right now, because forget this I-League. There's a 70% chance that Mumbai FC will get relegated at this point.
Yes.
Yeah, unless if they manage to turn it around and beat Churchill Brothers, it will become a 50-50 chance. Still not very pleasant at all. So during the international break, they should go to their or on a call or email, whatever, make a campaign of, getting some commitment out of their management. Say that you have a 10-year plan. That's it. Mumbai FC need a 10-year plan to be around to survive this. Otherwise, they're gone. Okay, either way, whether they survive relegation or not. So that's it. Because there is no way of for Mumbai FC to escape that 50-kilometer radius part. I'm pretty sure DSK Shivajians have one to survive the next 10 years until the league opens up again. And and that's it. Who else has a problem? If I think
Chennai and Chennai City.
Chennai City will not. Maybe they will move to some stadium which is more than 50 kilometers away, but I'm not sure where that is. I'm pretty sure they're never playing in the Jawaharlal Nehru Stadium again. So they will look for a different, stadium in another part of the state, maybe. And anyway, they know how it is to survive in a small league. This is the only one time they're playing at the national level at all.
Yeah.
They will survive in League One, and I'm not very worried about them. But Mumbai FC is the problem. Mumbai FC is the major cause of concern. I think Malappuram is more than kilometers away from Kochi. And
Not
that
really
way
sure.
they will be okay or something.
Okay.
But then again, that's not the big concern at all.
Those are just technicalities which needs to be sorted out. I mean, even the club has to be ready to play in the top division. I mean, if they are okay with the second...
I don't even think any other club from FC Goa is ready for ISL at all. So they will just wait it out. Club de Goa, Dempo, Churchill will all be around, and they will re-enter the national stage at some point. The moment they get wind of the exclusivity clauses being lifted, they will just step back in, because in the end it's hopefully going to work out for them as well if they have that will to survive another 10 years.
Yep.
So that's what it is. You have to prepare for a rough decade.
Yeah.
Post-merger.
Now talking about I-League, the final fixture is out. All the matches.
It's not officially out. It's not officially out, but unofficially. It's not. Unofficially, we know that Aizawl will play Mohun Bagan on 22nd of April. And I've already booked my flight. So the last rounds will take place on 22nd and 23rd. Okay, so we know for a fact that in the midweek before that weekend, Lajong will host Aizawl FC. So the Northeast Derby will be the precursor, and it's going to end with a clash between two title contenders, Aizawl and Mohun Bagan. So there may be a scenario where the fate of the league depends on that one last match.
So then I was asking, like the situation was last time that we had 9 teams. So it makes an odd number of teams. So you had one team that did not finish in the last round, that is say the last round of the I-League. This time
this time we have 10 clubs, right?
So then this time the problem is solved and we should see a simultaneous kickoff at the last round?
Well, I'm pretty sure they will try to at least get 3 matches on TV if it's maybe they'll try to get some Sunday games as well. And also the fact that Aizawl does not have floodlights, so they will have a 2 p.m. kickoff. So that will get on TV. There's one match on 4:30 and one match at 7 p.m. So it will be all, I think it's going to go down, if the league is already not decided, to what Aizawl and Mohun Bagan do. But imagine the kind of, finale that will give us. Right?
Ujay, you are thinking that Aizawl and Mohun Bagan are going to fight for title contenders. Okay, are going to fight for the title.
I don't know if both of them will be.
Now that is one of the possibilities. That is one of the possibilities.
It's one of the possibilities. But there is a good scenario that one of them will be in the title race on that day.
Yeah, true.
Okay, and still makes it interesting. Even if it means that at 2 p.m. Aizawl and Mohun Bagan play each other and East Bengal have a later kickoff on the same day or next day. I would have loved to actually see this game, Aizawl versus Mohun Bagan, kept for Sunday, but you cannot have a Sunday game in Aizawl because everybody goes to church. Which is why Aizawl have never had a Sunday home game.
Okay.
You should notice. So that's why they had to put it on Saturday. So this is what it is. Imagine if 3 clubs are on title race. Mohun Bagan and Aizawl, they play at Salam Weng at 2 p.m. At 4:30 p.m. we have East Bengal playing somewhere, and freaking, it's a 3-way on a Saturday. Just imagine how amazing that would be for a last day of a league that's having its last season. What kind of a exciting, grand, beautiful send-off it will be for the league.
Yep.
Apparently failure. It's gonna have a full, apparently a failure. Full house in Aizawl, full house wherever East Bengal is playing, thousands and thousands of fans traveling. And I'm telling you, it's not easy to travel to Aizawl.
Yeah.
Okay, and a lot of people are already making preparations. Flight tickets, I got the wind a little bit earlier, so I booked my flight tickets early. The prices are gonna go up like crazy. And if you wanna go by road, you have to go to Guwahati and catch a bus. And the bus ride is hell. That's what I hear. Okay, it's like bad roads and everything. It takes almost a full day, and you are apparently left with like body pains all over the place at the end of it. So yeah, but still people are gonna go.
Yeah.
People are gonna travel like freaking. Imagine Kolkata to Aizawl. If you go by road, you are basically circling entire Bangladesh. Okay, circling around Bangladesh. People are gonna circle around Bangladesh to get to see their freaking club.
Yeah.
Are you kidding me? How many people do that in India? And what kind of atmosphere it will be? It will be like, Federation Cup final times 20 because it's one of the home grounds. Imagine. There will be no place to sit even on the hills.
Yeah, Oja, I can get it. तुम काफी ख्याली पुलाव बना रहा है अभी. Let's move on to Kevin, who had opportunity to talk to Arnab Mondal. Kevin, let us know your experience.
A lot of contrast between Robin Singh, whom I met day before yesterday, and Arnab. Robin Singh is more, very warm, and Arnab Mondal is to the point and very, very direct. He doesn't beat around the bush.
That's the difference between a striker and a defender.
So excellent talking to both of them, and Arnab Mondal, he didn't show a lot of emotion, Just questions to the point. I put him on the spot. I asked him, is there a competition within the team for the spot that you are running for? So he was smart enough. He said, so more the options for the team, better for the team. You always have you always have backup.
Okay.
And also he said a very good statement about the future of Indian football. Somebody asked him, is this the right way that we're moving forward? So he said a very beautiful statement. So I'll let him do the talking when you hear him, right?
Okay, let's listen to the clips, guys.
एक तो मैं फर्स्टली बोलना चाहता हूँ, इंडिया खेलने के लिए जो प्राउड फील है या जो जर्सी पहनते यही बहुत बड़ी बात है. तो सब लड़का वही कोशिश करेंगे कि जितना भी हो सके अपना मैच में दे सके. नहीं देखिए, पूरा टीम बोलने के लिए 2-3 प्लेयर जैसा इस गेम में मुझे लगता है 4 या 5 प्लेयर नया बुलाया होगा. एग्जैक्टली होल टीम ही रखा गया है. तो सीनियर प्लेयर जैसा मैं हूँ, सुनील है, मिस्टूदा है, रॉबिन को भी बुलाया, जे है. तो और बाकी जो मिला के जुड़ा के जो स्क्वाड बनाया कोच ने, तो उसका हिसाब से उसने बुलाया. जो टीम में जैसे जो सेट होगा उसका हिसाब से कोच ने बुलाया. ऐसा जितना ऑप्शन होगा उतना अच्छा है. रॉबिन जैसा एक अप में खेलते उस बिग बॉडी है, उसका एडवांटेज ले सकते हैं. अभी वो बहुत फिट होके भी आया है. बाकी देखा जाए ग्राउंड में कितना दे सके, लेकिन उसके आने से बहुत ऑप्शन बढ़ गया. तो कम्युनिकेशन होता है क्या, प्रैक्टिस से स्टार्ट होता है. और जो बेसिक थिंग्स है ना फुटबॉल में, वो अगर आपका ठीक रहे तो गोलकीपर जैसे आपको गाइड करते हैं. गोलकीपर का काम ही होता है जितना ऑर्गेनाइज वो अच्छा करे उतना बॉल उसके पास काम होगा. तो ये सब गोलकीपर एक्सपीरियंस से भी जितना मैच खेलेगा, एक्सपीरियंस जितना होगा तो इतना ज़्यादा ऑर्गेनाइज करेगा और हम लोग को गाइड भी कर सकते हैं. तो जो आप गोलकीपर लोग बोले सब अच्छा गोलकीपर, और मुझे अच्छा लगा ये सब गोलकीपर के साथ खेलने, एक्सपीरियंस शेयर करने में अच्छा है. नहीं देखिए, जैसा सुब्रत पॉल जैसा कहता है, पीछे से आप लोग भी अगर गौर करेंगे देखिए हर वक्त चिल्लाते गाइड करते. गुरप्रीत है, उसका भी एक्सपीरियंस है, उसका भी सेम है. जो बेटे वो तो देखिए ISL का बाद में नहीं करना चाहते नेशनल कैंप. राइनेस जैसा हम लोग का क्लब है, वो भी जैसा गाइड करते, बॉल पीछे लेते, क्योंकि अभी का गोलकीपर क्या है, पैर में भी खेलते, तो पैर में बॉल लेना चाहते. अगर हम लोग का डिफेंडर प्रॉब्लम पड़ता है हम लोग गोलकीपर को दे देते. तो ये सब अच्छा लगता है कि गोलकीपर से कि हम लोग को भी थोड़ा अच्छा लगता है, कुछ सीखने को मिलता है. देखिए हम उस टाइम में क्या था, रोटेशन था. जैसा एक ही कैप्टन नहीं था, 4 था. मैं था, रोबिन था, सुनील और गुरप्रीत था. तो ऐसा नहीं कि मैं कैप्टन हूँ बल्कि मेरा ऊपर ही पूरा डिपेंडेबल था. ऐसा नहीं, पूरा टीम हम लोग का खेलता है, पूरा टीम स्क्वाड है. तो कैप्टन ऐसे ही हम लोग को ग्राउंड में देता है. थोड़ा तो लीड करना पड़ता है, गाइड देना पड़ता है, लेकिन एज ए टीम हम लोग एक साथ खेलते हैं ग्राउंड में और एक साथ फाइट करने चाहते. जैसा था वैसे ही रोटेशन चल रहा है. अभी जैसा कोच ने अभी डिसाइड नहीं किया ये कौन क्या कैप्टन होगा, लेकिन प्रोबेबली सुनील जैसा रहता है, सुनील ही रहेगा. हाँ, ये देखिए ये पूरा डिपेंड करता है कोच के ऊपर, क्योंकि हम लोग जानते हैं कि हम लोग जो पोजीशन में जो खेलते हैं, ऐसा नहीं कि जो 11 आदमी खेलते हैं, जो 23, 22 जो भी स्पॉट होता है 30 जो भी टीम में रहता है, अपना अपना रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी है, उसको देखना पड़ता है। ऐसा नहीं कि कैप्टन वही सब लेगा, ऐसा नहीं। जो डिपार्टमेंट है जो है सबको अपना रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी लेना पड़ता है, क्योंकि देखिए अगर हम लोग जितना अच्छा परफॉर्म करेंगे हम लोग का आने वाला जनरेशन के लिए अच्छा है, क्योंकि इस जनरेशन में जो 2019 एशिया कप के लिए जो हम लोग अगर ये मैच अच्छा खेलेंगे तो इंडियन फुटबॉल के लिए बहुत अच्छा है, क्योंकि देखिए हम लोग को ज़्यादा मैच नहीं मिलते, तो एशिया कप में अगर हम लोग ये परफॉर्म अच्छा करेंगे तो हम लोग को जो नेक्स्ट जनरेशन है या जो आएगा, ये हम लोग भी जो टीम में रहेंगे उसके लिए बहुत अच्छा है, तो हम लोग के लिए बहुत वाइटल है ये टूर्नामेंट क्वालिफाई। हाँ देखिए, इसलिए तो इतना साल से हम लोग प्रैक्टिस करते थे, इसलिए हार्डवर्क किया और अभी भी हार्डवर्क करते हैं, तो हम लोग चाहते हैं और हम लोग मतलब टीम के ऊपर ये विश्वास है कि हम लोग ये क्वालिफाई करें। देखिए अभी आप यहाँ से बैठ के नहीं बोल सकते, क्योंकि हम लोग जैसे प्रिपरेशन है वो टीम भी प्रिपरेशन है। जैसे म्यांमार में सुना जर्मन कोच हो 8 साल से कोचिंग कर रहा है, तो वो लोग भी प्रिपरेशन कोई छोड़ेगा नहीं, लेकिन हम लोग चाहते लेकिन वो भी हम लोग अपना 100% देंगे अच्छा रिजल्ट के लिए, क्योंकि यहाँ बैठ के मैं बोल नहीं सकता कि वो टीम, लेकिन हाँ आगे से बहुत फेवरेबल ग्रुप है और हम लोग को अच्छा करना चाहिए और हम लोग के ऊपर हम लोग कॉन्फिडेंस है। ऐसा नहीं कि दूसरा टीम को दूसरा लीग ग्रुप वीक है, ऐसा कुछ नहीं है। हम लोग के ऊपर कॉन्फिडेंस है कि हम लोग अच्छा काम कर सकते हैं। हम लोग आगे क्लब जितना प्रोफेशनल होगा, वो लोग जैसे बेंगलुरु AFC में अच्छा रिजल्ट किया, जैसे मोहनबागान AFC खेले, तो इससे क्या होगा और भी जो इंटरनेशनल मैच मिलेगा प्लेयर लोग के लिए अच्छा है ना, प्लेयर लोग का एक्सपीरियंस होगा, तो ये लोग अच्छा है, इंडियन फुटबॉल के लिए अच्छा है।
Yeah, so that was Arnab Mondal, and you know his experience talks when you listen to him, and he's well prepared. Yeah. He's just raring to go, and the last part, if you hear him properly, you know, with all the I-League titles and CFL and all the domestic glory that he's got, he's still longing to get more Indian national titles for himself.
Yeah.
And he's just waiting as long as he can play for India and get as many titles as possible.
That's good. Guys, you can read all stories about Indian football on our website, thefangarage.com. You can follow us on Twitter, TFG Football, and on our Facebook page, The Fan Garage. You can listen to our podcast on IndusVox Media, SoundCloud, iTunes, Audio Boom, and YouTube. Subscribe, share, like, and comment. Do download this app called as IBM Podcast, where you'll get to listen to more of the information and podcast that these guys produces. Till then, take care. Bye-bye.
Hey man, just help me out, man. I need some podcast, man. I haven't had a fix in a week. Just need some.
Don't you worry about it. I got podcast galore for you, man. Just go to ivmpodcast.com. You can also find us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram.
Thanks, man. I'm gonna check it out.